There comes a moment when every movement feels like a greater effort. Each stride seems to cost more, and your body starts to quietly speak the realities of time. For so many in their later years, the worry of a stumble, the persistent throb in the hips and back, or the slow fading of power in the legs starts to feel normal, until they hear this. You don't have to live with this. You can get stronger. It's always possible to start. Science agrees. Leading health institutions like Harvard and the Mayo Clinic confirm that regular, gentle movement helps older adults boost stability, build strength, and enhance mobility, while cutting the chance of falls by close to 1/3. These aren't hard gym sessions or tiring drills, just straightforward, repeated motions like the plank, the bird dog, and lunges. These 3 moves might look simple, but what they do for an aging body is deep. They reawaken muscles long asleep, rebuild trust in your own motion, and give back a feeling of command that many thought was lost for good. This isn't only about joints and muscle, it's about liberty. It's about taking back your independence, stepping without anxiety, and dancing again if the mood strikes. It's about standing straight and thinking, I have more left in me. Let me show you a path, not just of movement, but of change. You'll hear about a person who, at 72, was convinced their vibrant years were past. Yet with perseverance, bravery, and mere minutes each day, they found a vigor they believed was gone. You can do this too. This isn't a workout plan, it's a reawakening. So if you've ever risen feeling rigid, glanced at your legs and questioned where your vitality went, or paused nervously before a staircase, this is your invitation. Read further. Attempt one of these 3 key exercises and start a fresh page, not only in how you move, but in how you live. Before we continue, I'm curious. What's your name and where are you tuning in from? Share a note below. We're creating a kind, encouraging space here. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel so you never miss future guides, genuine experiences, and useful advice for aging with strength, staying agile, and living with joy. Your path begins here. Let's get started. Plank, finding strength from your center. At first, the plank seems unremarkable. You don't go anywhere. You simply stay, your body forming a steady line. Yet within that stillness is remarkable force. Especially for older adults, this basic hold can become the bedrock for restoring the steadiness, power, and self-assurance that years may have softened. Why the plank? Why today? The plank isn't just a popular exercise. It's a profoundly practical one that turns on your core muscles, including those deep abdominal and spinal supports, essential for posture, equilibrium, and back wellness. With age, these muscles can fade, leading to a rounded spine, ongoing low back discomfort, and greater fall risk. But here's the hopeful part. You don't need a gym or special gear to respond. The plank, practiced daily, fortifies the whole body, particularly the areas aging touches most. Studies in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science indicate that regular core stability work, like planks, greatly eases lower back pain and enhances movement ability in older adults. Harvard Medical School also endorses the plank for seniors as a secure, joint-friendly method to develop core strength. Beyond the physical, for older adults, the plank is psychological too. It states, I am steady. I can support myself. I will remain upright. I recall Olivia, a 68-year-old former teacher who joined a community workshop. She moved cautiously, slightly stooped, wary of quick motions. Her first plank lasted just 7 seconds before her arms trembled, but she grinned. The next day, she returned. 10 seconds, then 15. In 3 weeks, she held a modified knee plank for 40 seconds, and something had shifted. She walked without that old fear. She moved with purpose, and her constant backache had diminished. "This little hold," she said, "made me remember the strength I still carry. I just had to reconnect with it." The power in holding tilba. Unlike most exercises, the plank demands control, not motion. That's what makes it so potent for seniors. It retrains the body to stabilize, to hold firm, to work against gravity. It refines breathing, circulation, and mental clarity. Many older adults say they feel more alert, more centered, and more attuned to their bodies after a few weeks of consistent plank practice. How to begin gently. You don't need a 60-second hold on day 1. Start exactly where you are. Beginner variation. Lie face down on a cushioned mat or rug. Lift onto your forearms and knees, keeping your back long. Gently tighten your belly. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Rest, then repeat 2 to 3 times. As you grow stronger, move toward a full plank, on toes and forearms. Always heed your body. If something hurts, beyond muscle effort, pause and modify. Recall, your journey is your own. Holding for 10 seconds today is a victory. You are your own base. The plank is more than a position. It's a symbol. You are your own support. You hold yourself up each day for yourself, for your loved ones, for your tomorrow. It's always possible to reinforce that base, to rebuild from your center, to rise with quiet resolve. So, try it today. Just once. Just a few heartbeats. And tomorrow, try once more. Because with every moment you hold, you're holding on to something bigger than muscle. You're holding on to possibility. You're holding on to your own capability. You're holding on to you. Bird Dog, regaining stability and harmony. The bird dog is a movement of quiet grace. One arm extends ahead, the opposite leg reaches behind, and for an instant, just an instant, you are both anchored and uplifted, stable and light. It may appear elementary, but for older adults, this gentle exercise holds a key. It teaches your body to believe in itself once more. Why bird dog? With age, one of the most common and scary difficulties is fading balance. One unsure step, a brief lapse in steadiness, and suddenly you're down, nervous to rise. The bird dog addresses that exact issue, not only by strengthening muscle, but by linking mind and body again. This move engages the whole posterior chain, the lower back, glutes, shoulders, and core. Even more, it activates cross-body coordination, training your left and right sides to cooperate smoothly as they once did. Research in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity shows that exercises emphasizing cross-lateral motion, like the bird dog, markedly boost motor control, stability, and response speed in adults over 60. That means fewer trips, quicker recovery from a wobble, and more confidence in everyday actions. Learning to soar again. I once met Leonard, a 74-year-old retired architect. His hands were always skilled, his mind precise. But after a mild stroke and months without activity, he found walking across his living room draining. He said his body felt untrustworthy. When I showed him the bird dog, he was unsure. My arm quivers. My leg won't stay straight. We started modestly, just lifting one hand from all fours. Day by day, he added the opposite leg. In 2 weeks, he held the full shape for 5 seconds. In a month, 10 seconds. He told me something unforgettable. I feel symmetrical again, like my body remembers its purpose. It wasn't just his balance that came back. It was his self-assurance. Your body remembers. The bird dog helps your body recall its natural rhythm, its harmony. It shows you how to move with fluidity again, not with strain, but with aim. And for seniors, that is true power. You may notice better posture, less low back stiffness, improved walking steadiness, more control when reaching or standing, and perhaps most valuable, a restored belief in what you can do. How to start? Easy does it. Starting position. Kneel on a soft surface, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Slowly stretch your right arm forward and your left leg backward. Keep your back flat, your head in line with your spine. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds. Return, then switch sides. Tips. Place a folded towel under knees if needed. Concentrate on slow, deliberate movement. This isn't about speed. Begin with just arm raises if balance is challenging, then progress. If you sway a little at first, that's fine. Swaying is part of relearning. Balance is liberty. We often see balance as purely physical, but for older adults, it's emotional too. Balance means feeling secure, not only on your feet, but in your life. Bird Dog helps you recover that balance. It teaches the body to rely on itself, and in turn, lets the mind feel safe again. You may not soar like a bird, but each time you reach forward and extend back, you're telling the world, I remain strong. I am still progressing. I am still here. And that is a beautiful statement. Lunges. Stepping into power and self-reliance. There's something deeply meaningful about a lunge. One foot advances, your body lowers with control, and you rise again. Steadier, more capable. It echoes life itself, moving forward even when it's difficult, and rising above the challenge. For older adults, lunges aren't just an exercise. They are an announcement. I choose to walk through my life with might. Why lunges count as we age. With passing years, leg strength often dwindles. Actions like stair climbing, rising from a seat, or walking farther grow tougher. The fear of falling grows. Independence can quietly fade, bit by bit. But lunges can help turn that around. This one potent motion strengthens the quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, calves, and hip stabilizers. The very muscles we use for standing, stepping, turning, and, crucially, catching ourselves from a loss of balance. The American College of Sports Medicine notes that lower body strength is one of the top predictors of whether an older adult can live independently. And consistent lunge practice, done safely and progressively, can define the difference between needing assistance and walking on your own. From walker to walkway, let me share Lillian's story, age 76. After a fall that broke her pelvis, she used a walker for 8 months. She resented it, not just for the limitation, but because she felt unseen. She told me, I used to walk to the market each morning. Then suddenly, I waited for my daughter to wheel me about. I felt erased. Her therapist introduced lunges, adjusted at first, just a small step forward, a slight bend. It was tough. She shed tears more than once, but she persisted. By week 4, she could lunge with a hand on a chair. By month 3, she left the walker behind indoors. By month 6, she walked a full kilometer outside, unassisted, for the first time in nearly a year. Every lunge, she said, felt like reclaiming a part of me. The might of the step lunges train more than legs. They instruct the mind and body to move ahead with command. This is vital for climbing stairs securely, handling uneven ground, standing up from low furniture, keeping dynamic balance while walking. And mentally, lunges rebuild the courage to advance, to move past fear and step into life with strength. Starting safely. Your first lunge, don't fret if you've never lunged. There's a safe way for everyone. Modified lunge. Stand close to a solid chair or wall. Step your right foot forward only enough that your knee stays above your ankle. Gently bend both knees, lowering your body just a few inches. Keep your chest lifted. Use the chair for balance as necessary. Press through your front heel to return to standing. Repeat on the other side. Begin with 5 repetitions per leg, building slowly. Focus on form, not how low you go. Even modest lunges are mighty when done with purpose. Stepping toward freedom. To lunge is to choose forward momentum. It's not just exercise, it's empowerment. For older adults, it means taking back the pleasure of walking freely, rising without a struggle, relying less on others, feeling rooted, powerful, and proud. Each time you lunge, you affirm, I am still progressing. I am still the author of my body's story. So take that step, however small, however unsteady, because every step is a reminder that you are not done. You are still evolving. You are more capable than you know. If you've read this far, maybe something inside is stirring, a memory of vigor, a murmur of hope, a quiet, perhaps I can, because the reality is, you can. Plank, bird dog, lunges, 3 straightforward movements. They don't ask for a gym. They don't require special gear or complex machines. All they ask is you, your breath, your attention, your choice to start. And they return far more than they take. They return the power to stand tall, the command to move with certainty, the freedom to go where you wish, when you wish, without dread. They return your dignity. And above all, they return your body to you. Aging doesn't have to mean giving up. Yes, we slow. Yes, joints murmur and backs complain. But every single day, your body can still heal, adjust, and grow stronger. You are not too old. You are not too far behind. You are exactly where you need to be, right here, right now, to begin. Like Lillian stepping out alone after months of aid. Like Leonard feeling his coordination return through bird dog. Like Olivia holding a plank and discovering, my strength is still here. And like you, reading this, maybe with interest, maybe with uncertainty, but still here, still upright, still hopeful. Start today. Pick one of these 3 exercises. Just one. Try it once today, even if it's only for 5 seconds. That's how every journey opens. Then tomorrow, do it again. Let seconds become minutes. Let effort become routine. Let routine become your new narrative, a story not of retreat, but of renewal. Because movement isn't just about fitness, it is about living. And every time you move with purpose, you are rewriting your story. One breath, one hold, one step at a time. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's your name and where are you joining from? Have you tried the plank, bird dog, or lunges? What was your experience? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Your words could inspire someone else to start. If you haven't yet, remember to subscribe to my channel for more uplifting stories, gentle movement guides, and practical wellness tips made especially for older adults who know their brightest days are still to come. We're on this path together, and your journey is just opening.